Hello, world. I'm your host, Caden. Welcome to Onside Takes. We had a Pro Bowl full of non-pros. Enough said. Joining me today are my co-hosts Tim
Hey.
and Caleb.
Yo.
We're just doing some breaking news before we jump in to the Super Bowl prep and some double flubs. But each of our teams have some breaking news. So we're going to jump right into that. Starting first up, of course, with Nine's very own team, the Vikings.
Guys, we have breaking news. The Vikings, who apparently, the Vikings is an organization that do a good job of saving face at all times. Because no one saw this coming in the outside world. I thought we were stuck with our general manager, Kwesi, for ever until they fired Kevin. But last Friday, they just dropped the news. Kwesi, gone. Out of here. We need a new GM. Our head executive is, executive of football operations, something like that. He's going to be the GM till after the draft, is what they said. So, we're not even picking someone up. Kwesi was at the Pro Bowl, or the Senior Bowl, all last week. And he comes into work on Friday. He's like, all right, let's get to work, boys. And just a box just sitting there, probably. I don't know. This is great news, honestly. Kwesi was terrible at drafting, and I said that every year. But we have 3 players from his 4 drafts that we actually use. That's not a good success formula. He's also kind of the scapegoat for the whole Sam Darnold, JJ McCarthy whole situation, because basically they're looking at it kind of after the fact. Wow, Sam Darnold's in the Super Bowl with another team. He was with our team last year. Whose fault is this? The general manager, of course. Not the head coach. He had no decision in this whatsoever. He never.
So you think KOC should also be gone?
No. I don't think Kevin should be gone. But it's kind of strange the way they're absolving. A lot of the people are like, oh, Kevin's been set free of his terrible GM. I'm like, you can't tell me they didn't make these decisions at least semi together. Surely the head coach and the GM are in some sort of
depends on the organization
talks. But then it did come out that they've been at odds for a while because of their disagreements on stuff. So that's our GM. He's out of there. Another story came out about him, and
Sam D claims another life.
Bro, honestly, you could say that it's Sam Darnold's fault. Honestly, that's probably a fair take. Indirectly, of course, but Kwesi apparently
directly. Sam Darnold called him up. He said, "Listen, you see me? See where I'm at now? I'm in the Super Bowl. All I've done is win the past 2 years, and it's your fault you let me go. So, might as well, just fire your GM. Someone's got to take the fall." That's what Sam Darnold said. He called him up. That's what he said.
I can confirm Sam Darnold is a good guy. Would never do this. Never would do that. I don't believe this. This is lies. But the other story that came about for Kwesi's time with Minnesota is apparently this happened 2 years ago. He had a child and took 2 weeks of paternity leave. I don't even know when, if it was free agency or something crazy. He was working remotely, but he took a lot of time off. Apparently in the league, you love the game so much, you get paid a lot as a family man or a father. You just don't get to focus on your family. Your football is your life, and people don't take paternity leave in the NFL, and he did. So apparently he was the laughingstock of the league, or they just thought it was super dumb that he did that. The Vikings were reportedly not the happiest with it, but supported his decision to take. We're talking about 2 weeks, guys. To the average person, that doesn't sound too crazy, but apparently in the league, it's crazy. So
well, it was during off-season free agency period, so I think that also put more pressure on it.
Yeah, I didn't even know when it was, but either way, They said he was working remotely. I'm sure he wasn't like. I'd like to think he wasn't like off the grid, because that'd be a little bit crazy. But I don't know. I don't think it's the coming out with this story after he's been fired is pretty low hanging fruit to me. Like,
Yeah, there's like this. It's like a weird smear campaign feel to just be talking about it now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have. It feels weird to me because I think almost anybody should take paternity leave. It's like in no ways is a job more important than your child that you're like bringing into the world and like taking care of your wife and child after just giving birth. But like someone that high up in an organization of the NFL is not like any job. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. It's the good choice to make. But I totally understand why everybody was upset about it. Because it's like when you are that high in the ranks of the NFL or a huge organization like that, people just expect that much from you. It's like I don't think it's unreasonable to expect him not to take paternity leave in that sense. I think he should take it, but like the people that high up are so obsessed with football, like it's literally their life. Like I think it makes sense. But it's like you have like an ex player put it like you have like 60 grown men depending on you for their job of like how to manage this team. And that's just players, not to mention everybody else in the organization. So to take 2 weeks off at a very important time is like detrimental to a lot of people. So like in almost any other circumstance, I would completely support like who cares about your job, family comes first. But this is just like a special circumstance where like
I completely agree to him. If it was me and I'm the GM, I'm staying at a hotel. I'm not even going home to my wife.
I'm not a GM. I would not be a GM.
No,
I'm being dead serious. I can't have distraction. I'd go home. Wife's like, honey, I can't move. I'm like, I gotta make phone calls, honey. What you want?
Maybe as a person that relies heavily on their job during free agency and stuff like that. Maybe I'm not saying it doesn't work like this for everybody, but maybe you plan to have children at a certain time frame.
I also thought that. I'm like, we know how long it takes to make a baby. All right, I get it. I get it's not always the most purposeful thing, but it's like 9 months before you were like, let's do it. I don't know. Okay,
we can only do it during these.
Let's wrap it up, honey. Let's wrap it up.
We can only do it during these 4 months. Otherwise, we can't. It won't line up.
Just play it safe. That's all I'm saying. I'm sure they got a lot of protection at NFL.
Yeah, there's lots of offensive linemen.
Mm-hmm.
So you know. But yeah, we'll move on from the whole maternity thing. But Quessie's gone. I'm happy about it because I don't think he was a bad GM, but he wasn't like making me happy. So maybe the next guy will be a not bad GM and make me happy.
Wow.
There we go.
Just these fucking entitled Vikings fans.
Dude, all I'm gonna say though is if like things don't get better, we don't make the playoffs, we don't win some fucking playoff games. Kevin got rid of Quessie. Kevin's next if bro can't do something.
Dude, 9 is the downfall of a horror organization, bro.
It's a 14-win team with the coach of the year to just gutting the organization.
There's a lot of reports of like they're gonna do some crazy shit now because Quessie's not there, and Quessie was like part of the main reason I don't know.
Fuck yeah.
Kevin also wanted him. I don't know. They might do some crazy shit. Who knows? But I don't want to speculate on stuff right now.
And nope, 9 staying.
All right, we're going too crazy now. Just a mini Vikings blurb. I'm good now. Everything else doesn't matter. Just that the GM hire.
Nothing matters.
Or GM fire.
Jets fire sale news. We hired a new defensive coordinator, Brian Duker. He was a linebacker coach on the Detroit Lions under Aaron Glenn. while they were there. 2 years ago, he left the Lions and he went to work as the secondary coach for the Dolphins. As we know, the secondary this year for the Dolphins was very bad. Then again, it was a hospital on the Dolphins' defense, so can't grade him too badly for that. But the big important note is Aaron Glenn will be calling the defense this coming year.
He wasn't before?
Yeah, we've been over this. I think we've had this conversation 3 times, actually, Kale.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yep, he will be calling the defense instead of bringing in a guy like the Browns defensive coordinator. I forget his name. A brighter mind, let's say that much, than... I don't even remember his name, the guy that was there. I hate him so much. Yep. Don't remember.
The Browns DC is Jim Schwartz.
No, not him. The old one for the Jets.
Oh. Don't matter.
Steve Wilkes. Yep, that idiot. Aaron Glenn will be calling. And I'm guessing he just brought in this guy, somebody he could trust to, help lead the defense, but not call the plays. So I think this is just a piece that he brought in. I don't think it's going to be crazy, but I think he'll be somebody that Aaron Glenn can trust. And if he's going to call the shots on D, sure, go for it. Offensive coordinator, Tanner Engstrom was originally going to be held on to and not fully, kicked off the team. He was going to be like pass court or something. Again, they have completely let him go. This completely smells of Woody Johnson. Like I don't understand. Let's be real, guys. Let's get real. Okay, listen to this. This is real talk.
Like Woody.
It does. It smells like Woody Johnson because people are like, how can you not have a productive run game if you have like a good running back and a good offensive line? You want to know how you can't have a good run game? If you can't throw the fucking ball. You can't throw the ball and you have to run every play. It's going to be pretty obvious. And Tanner Engstrom,
run block and pass block are entirely different concepts. Like there's some guys that are like great at run block, but just shit at pass block. Like it's not like a guarantee they can do both. Like obviously good offensive linemen can be
make it work.
Saying that both, but it's not a apples to apples by any means.
Yeah. And we have a really good pass pro. Of course, our run game struggled this year, but if you have the likes of Brady Cook, Justin Fields throwing your ball, you can't really be productive. But to his defense, Tanner Engstrom, I felt had some really good schemes where our guys were getting wide the fuck open when we're on these pass plays. So I like to see what would have happened, but he's gone. He's dead to the Jets organization now. So it smells like Woody Johnson because it seems weird for Aaron Glenn to say he's set on these things and then off-season hits and now he's flip-flopping between everything and he doesn't know what he's doing. Doesn't seem like he's the only one driving the car, if that makes sense. So we're in the search for a new offensive coordinator right now. I don't know. Some motherfucker's gonna come over here and get his career suicide with the Jets as usual.
That's a tough job to take right now. That's a tough job to take.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be like someone that's a good I don't know, like a secondary, like obviously not offensive coordinator, but like the step or two below. That you never had a chance, and you're like a little bit older. You're like, all right, might as well just send it.
Send it.
Because if you're young, you don't want to blow your career up by just I don't know.
Yeah. That's why it's so weird for Tanner Engstrom to just be entirely let go because he left the Lions. He would have he was planned to become the OC for the Lions. after Ben Johnson left, and Aaron Glenn snatched him up. So I don't know. It feels disrespectful to kill him after a year. But that's all for the Jets. Over to the Ravens.
Okay. Well, Jesse Minter has been working
The legend.
on getting his OC and DC
Hell
prep.
yeah!
And you know what? I kind of like it. Lay it
on me, Tim.
So for the OC, we got Declan Doyle.
Oh my God, Double D.
Double D. So he notably was the OC for the Bears this season. He was not the play caller. Ben Johnson was calling plays, so he was more of the support role, watching a lot of film, late nights, advising stuff
prodigy,
like that.
if you will.
I liked the Bears' offense this year. I thought it looked really clean. I like this. Another reason I like this is fun fact. This guy grew up in the house next to my grandparents. So the house I'd visit my grandparents in, he was neighbors, and I played on his basketball court a couple times. He was not there. I did not see
Small world.
him. But
That's a really fun fact. I'm not gonna lie.
think
That's
it's
pretty
interesting.
crazy.
So now I'm rooting for him because I'm like, I kind of know that guy. I've been to that guy's childhood house in a way.
Tim feels a familial bond with his new defensive coordinator.
Oh, yes. He's the youngest OC in the league, I believe. He's like 27 or something. Like something crazy. Like he went from being offensive assistant at the University of Iowa to the offensive assistant under Sean Payton. And then I think there was something on the Saints, and then OC at the Bears. And then now he's here. And I'm excited. I think
bro looks so young. He's literally just like he's like a little bit older than us and the offensive coordinator of the Baltimore Ravens.
So many players older than him. He's wait, did it say about 30 years? Oh
no,
my
he's
God.
30 exactly.
His birthday is March 6th. Birthday is March 6th. That's not my birthday, but it's kind of close. Anyways.
He's just doxing himself, everybody.
He's 29. He's 29. He's going to be 30 when the season starts. So, anyways, I like it. I think it's going to be good. On defense, we got Anthony Weaver, to which I went, who? He was DC for the Dolphins this year, and I went, huh. The Dolphins didn't really have a great defense.
Correct!
So, I didn't really love that at first, but then I read up on it, and apparently he's done work previously in the Ravens organization. He was, I think, like a linebacker coach on the Ravens between like 2018 and 2024. Anyways, the reason he was hired is the Ravens organization really likes him, and he's got a bunch of ties there and connections. So, I mean, I'm not like, I don't have all my confidence in him, but I do.
He was also the associate head coach.
Oh, there we go. Associate head coach. Yeah.
For the Ravens.
I don't love his resume as the DC of the Dolphins, but I'm excited to see what happens, and he really could. I think he could make some moves, the connections here. But it's interesting. Getting a whole new head coach, whole new OCDC.
I mean, I'm excited. With the Ravens for 3 years.
However, isn't Minter calling the defense, Tim?
Is he?
I thought he was, and he was.
I thought he was. I thought Jesse Minter was
he's a CEO. He's a CEO head coach.
No. We gotta find this out.
Oh, Jesse Minter confirms he'll be Ravens defensive play caller.
Plays.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do plan on calling defense. I think that's a strength of mine. I think that's one of the reasons I'm sitting here.
Hell yeah.
So
boom.
And I like Jesse Minter.
You got a young coaching staff, Tim.
Yeah.
And you got an old ass Lamar to lead them to a Super Bowl.
I think Lamar's 30.
Lamar's not old, all right.
He's not old.
Lamar's the same age as the OC. Let that
Lamar's
sink
29.
in.
Lamar's 29.
Lamar's younger. All right. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I like and people pointed out that John Harbaugh has not been able to get the people he wanted. That Jesse Minter's been making more moves than John Harbaugh. He allegedly wanted to bring Zach Orr and Todd Monken over, to which that did not work at all. So I think people are excited to join the Ravens organization.
Why did it? Wait,
I think people are
there's no
excited
way
to work
he
with
brings
Jesse
both
Minter.
guys over. That would have been a crazy.
I think he wanted to, but like people didn't follow him, is my understanding. So I don't think Zach Orr has a job yet.
Just
How about that?
But, you know, it's young guys. If we do well, I don't think they're going to get poached right away since they're young.
I mean, if you
I'm
do well
excited.
like that,
I'm
they're
very
already
excited
at
to see how this turns out.
their place.
This is a team with Super Bowl expectations. So let's see what they
Jimmy,
can do.
let's give it a year, okay, buddy? Let's see how it goes.
Maybe
I might
aspirations?
yell at them and call them
Expectations
assholes.
or aspirations?
Expectations.
Oh, okay.
Expectations.
If Jesse
I'm gonna
Minter's
clarify.
coming in here and he's saying we're winning this year or I'm out the fucking door, okay?
There's a lot of new culture and coaches, Tim. I feel like I'm not saying you're not going to be a good team, but I feel like Super Bowl
You might
expectations.
see a side
the
of Lamar
owner
Jackson you've never
himself.
seen.
The owner himself said he would maybe give him 6 years to win the Super Bowl.
Okay, that's a lot of time.
Yes, but that's an expectation. It's not,
Okay.
maybe not
I'm
expected to
just
win.
saying the
like,
first year the guy might not get there because the other.
Okay,
the
yes,
old coach
yeah, the
didn't
first
get
year
there
he
with
might not
Lamar.
win, but he is expected to win the Super Bowl. That is their expectations that they set for him.
That's a good expectation,
But I guess
feel.
isn't that every head coach's expectation when they're hired?
No, they do not expect Robert Saleh to win the Super Bowl.
In
Hell
6
They do
years,
not expect
yeah,
Mike
Tim.
LaFleur to win the Super Bowl.
I think that expecting a head coach to win a Super Bowl within 6 years is a reasonable turnaround time.
I agree.
like,
It's not
For
ridiculous to
every
say
team,
that.
every team that hires.
Okay,
should
he was
expect
speaking metaphorically. Even
5
he
years,
didn't say
4
he has to
years?
reach it to 6. They asked how long time he would have. They said John got it in, like, I forget the first coach's name. I'm sorry, but he got it in 2. John got it in 5, and he was like, maybe I'll give this guy 6. But they expect this coach to win the Super Bowl. I don't think every team expects I don't think they expect Todd Monken to win the Super Bowl. Okay, I don't think that's crazy to say.
that. Yeah, Browns are different though.
Yeah, they are different. They're
different.
special. Okay.
Oh, they're different, all right. Okay. Well, that concludes our special announcements for our teams. Let's jump right into some dubber flubs. We'll finish up the coach hiring grades of the last 3 teams we didn't talk about last week, and then we'll talk about some Super Bowl predictions. First up, dub or flub, Drake May is better than Tom Brady.
Guys, we're sorry about this one.
Yeah, I tried to axe this one and it made it through.
Dub.
Guys,
I'm on the dub train actually. Drake May. See, the thing is, we don't know about his potential yet. We know where Tom Brady's ceiling
Meet
is.
potential man.
That's a good point,
So,
yeah. And
We don't
we
know
already
where
know
Drake May's
Drake
gonna
May.
be. He might have one in his second season.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say dub. Tom Brady. Watch out.
Yeah, and Drake May's doing this without deflating footballs. Like, think about
True.
that.
Or Spygate.
That we know of. Flub.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. Actually, sorry, new dubber flub. Dubber flub that Tom Brady does not care at all if the Patriots win the Super Bowl.
Oh
I mean,
my.
they were like, "Do you have a feeling one or the other?" And he was like, "No, I have no."
He's lying.
That's insane. That's such.
He's fucking lying.
I don't think
That's
so.
insane. You cannot not care about an organization you were with your whole life.
Yeah, but he already left the organization.
And
He was
nobody
with them
owns
his
the
whole
Raiders now,
life.
but still, like, owns part of the Raiders.
He's an announcer. He has a partial ownership in the Raiders. He won a Super Bowl with a different team.
You cannot tell me. There's just no way.
I don't think it makes sense for him to be publicly gassing up the Patriots.
he doesn't have to
Publicly.
publicly gas them up. But
He
like,
definitely
he can't-
cares if they win.
Why would he pick the he
Does
doesn't
he-
want the Seahawks to win. There's no way he wants the Seahawks to win.
I genuinely think he does not care. He had his legacy, and he does not need the Patriots to be good to cement his legacy.
He wants to get back on the field, bro. After seeing Phillip Rivers.
He's doing it in Saudi Arabia.
All right. Okay, so this one, I'm going to say this double flip, and then I'm going to give a story, okay? And we'll go from there. Double flip, Sam Darnold was a project plant for the Seahawks, right? All right, let me break this down. So, way back when, right? Sam Darnold, he gets drafted by the Jets. And the Jets have this genius strategy of, we're going to get Sam Darnold, we're going to bring him into our organization, and then we're going to let him go. And then he's going to bounce around, and he's going to eventually end up on the Seahawks and beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. So that's right, everybody. Sam Darnold was picked by the Jets to beat the Patriots. It just took some time.
What a loser organization, if that's the truth. Holy shit.
That's like the...
And then the logical speaking man in the back of the room said, what if we just picked a quarterback to win? That guy was then fired by Woody Johnson.
No, I do not think the Jets purposefully did that to cuck themselves so another team could win the Super Bowl instead of them. This is a flub.
Yeah, flub, guys. This is a flub. I'm sorry. I just wanted to bring some life, some joy to the podcast.
Yeah, don't ever do that shit again.
Okay.
We're only
pure analytics here.
Yep. Our takes are 100% correct.
Yep.
Dubber flub. Robert Kraft should have made the Hall of Fame.
This is another easy one, guys. Same thing with Bill Belichick. What the fuck is the Hall of Fame doing? I don't care if you like Robert Kraft or not. His organization had two separate dynasty eras. They're the most winning, I think, or tied for Super Bowls total. Like, if they're not in, then there ain't a single coach or owner in, like, ever. Like, I don't. It doesn't make any sense. Or coach.
True.
So, it just.
Boom,
I think
dub. One could make the argument that because he got his shit tugged at the spas, and he's had some legal troubles that he should make there. But I would counter with the fact that O.J. Simpson is in the Hall of Fame, so clearly I don't really care that much. So I'm gonna go with a flub.
This is the Hall of Fame for the National Football League, not the national
dub.
Not the National Ethics Committee.
Okay, but would they put like Antonio Brown in there? I feel like there's some kind of limit.
Yeah, because he jeopardized his career with the NFL by his terrible actions within the NFL,
Yeah. What about
you bringing up OJ?
Aaron Hernandez.
He's not going to be a Hall of Famer because he murdered somebody. His career got cut short, so he didn't have a full career. And I think there's always reasonings. I don't know.
Yeah.
Valid. Yeah, I agree with Caleb on this one. Dub or flub, Titans will be a team to fear next year.
Flub. I don't know. A team to fear?
That's a wild statement.
Just because they have a better head coach, and maybe they'll
if
they get a good
No.
I don't know if they have a
what
better
are
head
you
coach.
scared of? I mean,
Brian DeBoll should have been the head coach. Let's get real.
I do think they'll be in a better spot. Nobody's gonna fear them.
Yeah, the reason I put this on here, this is a flub for sure. It was kind of it was a knowledge checker. Sure they got new coaches that could put them in a better spot, but there's still nobody on this team. That's the main issue.
Yeah.
Cam Ward and Calvin Ridley, who drops every pass. That's
the other fourth rounder wide receiver that is now the Titans' number one wide receiver. I can't forget him. Yeah, very important guy out there.
Yeah, that's my bad on that one. I will fear them.
Yeah,
Actually,
you
I've
best
changed my mind.
respect the Titans, okay?
Dub or flub, the Pro Bowl should be canceled.
Guys, just make this a dead week. Who cares? Just have it the Pro Bowl honors is fine. They should do first team Pro Bowl, do all that stuff. Who gives a shit about anything they do this week?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And everyone's always just embarrassed to be there. You know? Like, they don't want to be a part of it.
They're playing fucking dodgeball. Like, what are we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
They used to play a fucking game of football. I get not one. I mean, it's pretty shitty to get injured in a stupid game like that. But I don't know. Flag football, just don't play.
You can still get injured in flag football too.
Right.
I don't know.
It's probably just an NFL money grab.
It's like I feel like it should just be a symbolic thing of just like, oh, we make these honorary Pro Bowl selections, but like people like Shitter Sanders get it. It's like, what are we doing here? Nobody respects us anymore.
I saw an edit of like it was like fake Pro Bowlers, and it's like Joe Burrow and some other quarterbacks, and it's like a true Pro Bowler, and then it's Shadir Sanders. And I'm like, guys, are we? This has got to be fake as shit, right? Guy had more instant touchdowns this year. Like, and he's a Pro Bowler?
He's coded.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
He's coded.
Well, if you started the whole season, you would have had more touchdowns. I pay money. That's not true. I think he was improving. No fucking way. Moving on. Dub or flub? Cardinals are cooked. I put this on here. I think this is a dub, right? I think they have some pieces that are good, you know? They have like McBride. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. This is just it's another team like the Titans where they have some pieces. They have more pieces than the Titans, that's for sure. I don't remember the whole roster right now, but a coaching change won't change this. This is going to be like a 2 years down the line team still, because they're going to need to get a new quarterback in addition to this. So I think this is a dub.
Yeah, you're speaking straight facts. We'll talk about their coach and our grading. I don't think it's a great hire before we get into it, but they just added a not great hire to a situation that they have no idea what the fuck they're doing, because they don't have any path forward right now. With the quarterback they have no idea who's going to be quarterback next year, and they have no pieces around that. So, and they just hired a coach that, once again, it's not a luxury spot. Like, it's not like a place that somebody wants to go coach. So they probably didn't have the best options. There they are.
Mm-hmm. Cooked.
Yeah. I've said this before. Cardinals is one of the worst situations in the NFL. And I think the Browns actually got worse since then. But I would absolutely say Cardinals are like bottom 3 situations in the NFL. At least bottom 5. I don't know. The Colts situation also got way worse. I'd say that the Cardinals are definitely worse off than the Titans.
No quarterback, yeah. Big difference.
Yeah. Dub or flub, Bo Nix and Sean Payton's relationship is in jeopardy.
I will add some context here, because you guys probably didn't see all this.
Oh, I saw this.
Okay.
This was the injury stuff, right? With the ankle?
Yes. Sean Payton comes out and says, yep, his ankle was a ticking time bomb gonna explode any day.
It was
Nix
not
comes out and says,
if
that's
it
bullshit.
was when.
Yes, if not with, it's what, whatever. Watch that. But Bo Nix had an immediate emergency press conference to basically say
that
Sean
he
Payton,
hosted, mind you. Not the Broncos didn't host this. he went out and called reporters and told them, I'm doing a press release on his own.
Which is crazy. I've never even heard of that, ever. He's like, hey guys, Sean Payton does not know how many surgeries I've had. He doesn't know that much about my medical history. It was not a ticking time bomb. Injuries happen. It is what it is.
And then he said Sean Payton should probably keep his fucking mouth shut.
Bitch.
Those weren't his exact words, were they?
But that's
They
what he
were
meant.
his exact
Okay,
words.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, that's like,
That's
why
bad,
would Sean Payton
bro.
do this after the, like, what is the reason for doing this after the season?
They could have just left it as nobody's blaming the Broncos. You have bad luck. You lose your fucking quarterback going into the divisional round. Like, it's not your fault. The fans don't blame you for losing. You don't need to give an excuse. And especially you don't throw your fucking quarterback under the bus. Of
Here's the
all
thing, guys.
people.
Sean Payton, bad guy. Okay?
Bad guy.
Bad guy, not a nice guy, never been a nice guy. Obviously, he knows how to coach the game of football. So this doesn't really surprise me at all. He's never really had a great relationship with his quarterbacks. Obviously,
True.
he had Drew Brees for a long time, but he's just after like Drew Brees was such a good quarterback that I think it was easy to get along with because like he's Hall of Fame, amazing quarterback. But everything else besides that, Sean Payton is struggled.
A lot of people say, or not a lot of people, I saw one person say, I should say, before I speak out my ass, that the reason Drew Brees doesn't have more Super Bowls is because of Sean Payton. And the reason Sean Payton has a Super Bowl, actually, I don't know how many Super Bowls Sean Payton has, but
Just one with the Saints.
that's it.
Aware of.
Yeah. And the reason Sean Payton has one Super Bowl is because of Drew Brees, is how I thought it was worded. So, yeah.
Hey, you want to know what year he won? 2009. You know who they beat in the NFC Championship? The Vikings. You know who cheated? The Saints. Woo.
You know who cheated? The winners.
And they
Like
cheated.
I said, bad
Yeah.
guy. Bad guy. He
Bad
purposely
guys.
paid players to injure players, and that is illegal. So
That is
Bad guy.
illegal. Don't do that unless it
Don't do
is
that.
told to you by people on this podcast. Carrying on. FBI, that was a joke. That was a joke. I don't actually mean that. Dub or flub, NFL should allow alternative uniforms at the Super Bowl. It's one of their rules is you cannot do your alternative colors at the Super Bowl. It has to be the ones that you submitted as your primary for the year. What do you guys think of that?
can you imagine the Seahawks like neon green?
Dude,
Just
I would
those
love it.
fucking uniforms flying around at the Super Bowl? That'd be fire. That would be fire.
I hate the neon uniforms. I don't get why people like them. It's the ugliest thing.
He's a hater. He's a hater.
Nah, I'm gonna give this a flub. Classics only. All right,
Really? Not even
Yeah,
blackouts or
I
anything?
actually agree.
not even blackouts. This is the game.
The
Yeah.
This
game.
isn't like, oh, let's spice it up. Let's do no. It's interesting because it's the Super Bowl. There's nothing. We don't need to make anything else fresh about it.
Yeah, that's
Right.
the pinnacle of everything. And you might, I don't know.
Super
It
Bowl
shouldn't-
party,
it shouldn't
baby.
be gimmicky. Shouldn't be throwbacky. Shouldn't be anything like that. I'm with Tim. Don't be goofy. Just be serious and. just
No,
wear
it's
your
a
normal
flub.
uniforms.
Personally, I want white on white. You know, I want the teams to be confused out there. I want
Well, we
the
never
teams
have that.
not to
That's
tell
never
them.
allowed.
I want the teams to not tell each other what they're wearing, and they can pick any color at all, and they go out there, and we just have to see what happens. Tim is not
Yeah.
amused.
This
No,
will be
it
crazy.
doesn't even register with me. I'm like, mm-mm.
Dub or flub? one season as an OC is a head coaching guarantee. That rhymed.
I don't think so.
That's only the case if you were an offensive coordinator for Baker Mayfield. That's the only scenario. In which
or Jalen Hurts.
No,
6'7".
It's up in the air, you know. This is a flub. Definitely not a gold standard.
It's just because they're like get hired a lot. I mean, it's like we need a coach. Where do we look? The OCs or DCs?
Well, the reason it happens the most
place.
is it's an offensive-sided game, so you're going to go to that side of the ball if you're needing a new leader, you know? So,
yeah, that's where I was going with this. Is at least this year is the extreme, but like 10.
This year is an extreme.
Head coaching options available. It just seems like everybody's offensive coordinator is gone. Except for like Jesse Minter is an exception.
And it's crazy because 2 head coaches that got fired went on to become offensive coordinators. How about that?
I think that it's fair to. I think this is a fair dub. Like if you have a really good season, like Ben Johnson,
yep,
or somebody like that, like you are the guy that the bad teams that need new coaches want. You want them. That's what they want. The young offensive coordinator that had a really good season. And I think that's a fair take, and I'm taking a dub.
All right, well, then you should have made that a fucking paragraph of a dub or flub then, buddy.
Sassy.
Tim, dub or flub, buddy? Okay.
Flub.
Dub or flub, Pickens stays with the Cowboys.
I think he's got one more year in him. He got enough love.
Did he? Did you see him at the end of that season?
He only had a couple games that were a little bit off. Normally he has more.
That's a good point.
I mean,
looking at like sample size, I mean he's pretty good.
There were a few games where George Pickens, if he was on the Steelers, he would have definitely got ejected. Let's just say that much in some of these Cowboy games where some shit happens and he gets up and he's like ready to fucking throw hands and he's like, fuck. I gotta go. Sit down.
I think the biggest thing is like how much money does he think he's worth? Because
that's a good point.
That's where like the talent is there and like the money might be worth it, but you also don't know if you're getting George Pickens, the amazing wide receiver, for 90% of the games or 60% or less when he gets mad. Like I don't know. Cowboys do like him though, so I'm gonna say this is a dub because I think he liked it there, and the Cowboys like having another option besides CD.
True. All right, that will conclude our dub or flubs. Moving on to our last 3 coach hiring grades. We have first up the Browns hiring Mr. Todd Monken.
All right, I think we need to give some context before we grade as well.
Give me the context.
The Browns, they haven't hired anybody. Not a super desirable job because their quarterback situation is something. Jimmy Haslam, their owner, likes to get himself involved, similar to Woody Johnson, in the football operations, which can make being a good coach and having successful decisions hard. Nobody wanted to go there. The Browns finally decided to go with Todd Monken. Pretty crazy in my mind a little bit, but the drama involved with this head coaching position is Jim Schwartz, the defensive coordinator, wanted the head coaching job. He said, "I want this." He basically told the Browns, "If you don't hire me, I'm done." The Browns still didn't hire him, which he's already failed at being a head coach, so it's not crazy for them to pass him over. But his defense has been very good for quite a few years. So clearly he's doing good by one side of the ball. But then they went and hired a guy that I wouldn't say is the most inspiring hire. And then they might have lost their DC in the same breath. And it's just a very Browns everything.
I watched Todd Monken work. It's awful. I don't know why you even want him as the head coach. I saw him. I saw him get fired from the Chargers. I'm like, man, like I don't even know what they even saw in him. Like, I get why they fired him. And then like a week later, they're like, Browns hire Todd Monken as head coach. Piss off their amazing defensive coordinator, and then he wants to leave. And I'm like, how? The Browns situation just got immediately worse. I think this might be the worst hire. I think this is worse than the Steelers hire. And I thought the Steelers hire was
Tim, you gave the Steelers
the
hire a fucking B+.
It's worse than the Bills hire. I did not give it did I give it a B+?
Yes.
I give it like a B-.
No.
I did not give it a B+. Roll the tape.
You gave it like a goodish grade. And you're
I gave it a B-, I think, or a C+.
I would say that
I ended on a C+.
Evaluation of it was very harsh, but your actual grade didn't quite match the feelings you gave.
It's because it's the same fucking thing. Anyways, I think it's worse than the Bills one too, and I hated the Bills one.
That's true.
I think this is worse than all of them. This one's getting an F.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Bro, took the words right from my mouth. I'm going with F2. This is insane. And such a Browns pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they should have went with the Jim Schwartz. If the guy's working, the players like him, then keep the guy in-house. Other teams are hiring up from their own org. Look at the Bills, It's not awkward. You can do what other teams are doing. You don't need to be different. And they wanted to be a special team. So yeah, I'm going to give this just a D. I think an F, would be hiring a crippled, handicapped person, to be polite, but we'll give it a D.
Oh.
You want to know who would be a fucking F in my book?
Okay,
what?
Put it on.
I gotta remember his name. Nathaniel Hackett.
Ah, that guy.
That would be a fucking F. That guy should never see the light of a fucking team again. Anyways. Or who was the guy that was on the fucking, the Steelers? And I don't remember, but never mind. The joke's missed already. Dear God. Moving on. Cardinals hiring Mike LaFleur.
I don't know.
What did you
A good hire's not going to fix. I don't know if a good hire's going to fix. I don't hate this. I think Mike LaFleur is competent, but I feel like their issues run too deep in the roster.
Was McVay calling the plays on the Rams? Sorry to cut you off.
Trying to close a fire hose with a Band-Aid.
Yes, Caden. McVay.
He is? Okay.
Yes.
I
mean, there's another LaFleur that's maybe going to lose his job next year if he's not good enough. So the Cardinals are like, let's try the other LaFleur. See how that thing works out. I don't have a whole lot of knowledge on Mike LaFleur. Obviously, he's coming from a winning program of football. Obviously, Sean McVay knows how to coach. Has won a Super Bowl. So, it could be something. I don't know much more than that besides that the Cardinals are bad. And they waited a long time to hire. So, I'm going to give it a C+, because I don't think it's good, but I don't think it works like they do.
I think it could work. Rams have been consistently good on offense. He's coming from Sean McVay's system. Obviously, he's going to bring over some traits from it, and there are good pieces on the Cardinals. But it's going to take a lot of time to build up a roster. So he's got to convince some of the guys there to actually stick it out, that will be the hardest part, I think, for him. Or he could trade away his good guys and start from scratch. Take a note from the Jets, maybe. Who fucking knows what they're gonna accomplish over there? But I don't think it's as bad as the others. I think I'll give this a B-, personally. Last one, Raiders, and of course they haven't hired anybody, but they're expected to hire Clint Kubiak of the Seahawks after the Super Bowl. Oh, guys,
I like Clint Kubiak.
that's C. That's C. Once again, that's C. If it's Clint Kubiak, or if it's just Sammy D, that's go out there and that's C. If it's him, or if it's Sammy D leading these teams to hella winning seasons.
This is ridiculous. Clint Kubiak, I think this is a great hire simply because the
Projected
Raiders are
Projected.
yes,
higher.
it is projected. I think it's pretty much guaranteed.
This is such an upgrade from
such an
fucking
upgrade
Pete
from a
Carroll's ancient ass.
78-year-old coach. I mean, is he Gary Kubiak's son?
I'm not sure.
I think so.
Kubiak son. Yes. Yeah, Clint Kubiak is Gary Kubiak's son, and that's, I mean,
It runs in the
that
family.
makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. They know football. They've been around football. He's obviously having success. Just because you have a name doesn't mean you're good, but he's shown it this year as the offensive coordinator, and the Raiders probably would have taken anybody that had a pulse that wasn't 78 and has some offensive mind. So they have some pieces that if they can get a quarterback.
Yeah, it's a great core over there. You have Genty. Oh no, really? I mean, they're gonna get Mendoza this year, right? First overall.
I guess.
They have Brock Bowers. They have Genty. They have Crosby.
Crosby wants out though.
Crosby's not getting out, bro. Crosby's a fucking diehard Raider.
Bro is always unhappy because they're ass, which is totally fair. But if he was gonna leave, surely he would have left way long ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's my only thing with that. So it's a good situation. Good coach hire, good situation.
Yeah, I think offense, they have every piece they want. Offensive line definitely needs improvement. So I'm expecting a lot of pieces for that this year, of course, after Mendoza, and then next year. So 2 years down the line could be a pretty cool team to watch. So we'll have to wait and see. But
I said that at the beginning of this year, and then I was really wrong. So
I remember calling the Raiders. I think the Raiders
Really?
like
Like a
the
sleeper
grittiest team. I gave them the grittiest team by week 2, and the regret from that take was high.
I mean, they have good pieces. It's just Geno Smith is definitely not starting anywhere anymore. So
no,
but
I give this a B+ person.
Yeah, I think it's an A- for me.
I was gonna give it an A-. I think it's better than B+.
I have changed my
I'd
mind.
give it an A
to
if
go
it
with
wasn't
the group, and I'm gonna go A-.
The Raiders.
Okay. I was gonna give it an A. If this guy wasn't coming from a Sammy D led offense, but I gotta give credit where some credit's due, at least.
That's crazy.
Okay, everybody, let's talk about what's important. Super Bowl. Patriots versus Seahawks. Let's talk about, we can dive in however deep we want. Only thing we need to do is give who we think is going to win and our score prediction.
And no changing, because we said that last week. We said who was going to win last week.
Yeah, Seahawks are still winning, bro.
Why would you even change your mind in between?
What are you talking about?
Just making sure you guys don't want to hop on their side.
Why the hell would I leave Sammy D's side?
Just making sure. Just making sure.
Did you want to swap?
No. No. I would never swap from my my good pick.
Okay,
Best
yeah,
pick.
sure, buddy. Okay, buddy.
Dude, you only did it because Sammy D was there. Let's get real.
No. I wish the best for Sam Darnold. Love that guy. Great on my team last year. Things didn't end well, unfortunate, but really happy
If
he's in the
I were to
Super Bowl.
ask you this last year, you would not be using such kind words. That's all I'm going to say.
Love that guy. Super nice, super kind. Deserves everything he's getting. Just maybe not doesn't deserve Super Bowl. Maybe.
He's a D1. He's a D1 hater. All right, Tim, you start. Give me this
Patriots
prediction.
are gonna score 16,
Okay.
but it's not gonna matter because the Seahawks are gonna score like 30 something.
The Seahawks
gotta
are
give a
dropping
number.
30.
Gotta give a number.
Dropping
31.
32. How do you even score 32? This is what I hate about NFL score predictions. It's like I gotta do math. Just okay. Let's do 3 touchdowns. What is it? 20. Let's do 4 touchdowns and a field goal. Yeah, okay, 31.
It's okay, Tim. They just need 2 safeties to get that 32 for you. So, Caleb.
All right. I'm gonna go with the Patriots as I went before.
Yep.
And the Patriots are going to win 35
Okay.
to the Seahawks 31. I know. The defenses of both sides are good, right? Right? These defenses are good. No. We're going to be playing in the nice, sunny, warm California. The offenses are going to play like they used to play, not with all this like shitty cold weather. It's going to be a banger of a game. And even if the Seahawks win, if it's a banger of the game, I'll be happy because it was a fun football game. And then I'll be sad because football's over.
True. This game can go one of 2 ways, I feel. It's either going to be a defensive, I don't want to say slog, but it's going to be a defensive slog game, or it's going to be a shootout, just like you guys are saying. I'm thinking it's going to be more of a shootout, just like you guys are saying, just like how the Seahawks-Rams game was, you know? That happened, right? I'm not crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be 24 Patriots to 34 Seahawks.
We all betting the Patriots over 30.
No. My
No.
Patriots are 21 or 24. Seahawks.
You also said okay. You said
I meant
16.
Seahawks. I meant Seahawks.
Okay, I was like, what? Switch sides.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think Kenneth Walker is. I think the Patriots' run game really stepped down at the end of the season, picked it back up in the playoffs, but I think the O-line is so good on the Seahawks, and Kenneth Walker is going to play his best game. So,
Wow.
And
what a take.
Yeah, I think
Best
it's going to
game,
be
like ever.
Maybe not ever, but he's going to be the reason the Seahawks win. I don't think it'll be Sammy D, guys. I think it'll be Kenneth Walker is the reason why.
You heard it here first. If the Seahawks win, Sam Darnold, not the reason.
That's a prediction, Kill. We'll have to see. Just so you know.
Oh, we only say truthful things on this podcast. So.
Yeah, any other insight from my lovely co-hosts?
Well, I mean, I just think that overall, this game, like you said, is going to be go one or 2 ways, offensive or defensive. I think we need to give credit to the Patriots. All right?
I've been given.
And
I'm the only
Mike
one in this
Vrabel.
podcast that has been giving credit to the Patriots.
I
have not
roll
been
the
given
tape.
many
I've
credit.
been given credit. I've always been a Patriots guy on the pod. I've always been there. Mike Vrabel, though, bringing a team in his first year to the Super Bowl where he has experience as a player, at least. I don't know. It feels like the Patriots, the reason they're here is because of the coaching has elevated the players. The coaching has elevated the players. The schedule is what it is, so that doesn't matter.
I saw a statistic that every single team the Patriots have played either was A, the Jets, or B, fired their head coach.
Or the Bengals.
Or the Bengals, yes. That's a good point, Tim. Thank you so much.
You know,
who also should have fired their head coach.
You got to beat the best. So if your coach loses to the best team in the AFC, you might have to fire him. You know.
But to be serious, I think Drake May. I think Drake May's pocket will be able to hold up. Really good pass protection this year from that O-line, but I don't think the run game is going to be productive. That's the Seattle D-line doesn't fucking move. Like it's just a stone wall. So I don't think the run game is going to be productive.
But hear me out. Drake May runs.
No, Drake May is not the world's most mobile quarterback. He just runs the same way all the new.
He has
every new quarterback is mobile. Okay.
No,
Tim, I think you're underestimating Drake May's running abilities.
Maybe I am. I don't know.
But I think
Jay
that
Daniels
could be the X factor for sure, Caleb. I think the secondary on the Seahawks is also really good. So I think Drake May's got to step up.
Absolutely.
If the Patriots want to win this, Drake May's got to play like really, really talented to be able to win this because the Seahawks defensive core is so strong.
Yeah, that's. I definitely will say that the Patriots need to play at 100%, and the Seahawks need to play at 80%. And there's a chance, a decent chance the Patriots win. However, if that's flipped, like it's probably not going to be terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Patriots have it. They have the coaching. They have the skill. Like this isn't going to be a blowout. I really don't think it's going to be a blowout. I know that our initial reaction was leaning towards that because Seattle is so good and has obviously been proven. But you could also argue that Seattle just knows how to beat the NFC West. And I think that's a fair argument. Even though they're great teams, they haven't beat the good teams not in the NFC West.
Think about that, Tim. Think about
that. What does it even...
You know, some people are out here saying, oh, the NFC Championship, that's the Super Bowl. Well, yeah, but the Seahawks, they only faced people in the NFC in the playoffs, Tim.
No, the NFC West. I didn't say the NFC.
Dumbest...
Guys, come on. You know when you play somebody in your division, like you know them, it's a different game than playing somebody else.
They have the hardest division.
Yeah, it's much more tense.
What is this? I don't even get this. They have to play more hard teams because their division's good. In what world do you discount a team because they're in your division?
I'm just saying they might really know the NFC West super well, and that's how they're able to like get the advantage on these NFC West teams.
That's why it was one score game both those games, right?
Like, one good win for the entire year was Josh Allen.
I'm not talking about the Patriots right now. I'm talking about the Seahawks.
Oh my God. This is actually insane rage bait. This is the dumbest thing you've said in a long time. I cannot believe this.
Guys, I'm not saying the Seahawks are a bad team. I'm just saying they didn't really beat any good teams besides the NFC West. So, which is a different... Literally, this is what
they beat the Texans.
I'm actually making is the Raiders, bad team. The Raiders could beat the Chiefs on any given day because the Raiders are in the same division as the Chiefs. That's what I'm saying. Like the divisional games.
I don't agree with that at all. What do you mean the Raiders could beat the Chiefs on any given day?
Because they're in the division.
No, that's not how. Oh my God.
The Bears with their shit can still beat anyone in the. You can lose to anyone in your division because it's like you play each other all the time. You're familiar with them. It's a different game than playing people outside your division.
I'd say it's more competitive.
I'd say it's more competitive, That doesn't mean I don't think the Raiders have a shot against the Chiefs. Took like the worst
Do
possible example.
Do the Cardinals just come out and they can step up to anybody in that in that division?
That didn't work for the Cardinals.
I mean, the Cardinals. Who did they beat this year? Oh, fucking
nobody, bro.
The Cardinals beat nobody in their division. Guys, I think this is not a crazy take. I'm sorry, right? I'm looking for reasons why the Patriots are going to win. Okay?
You chose this.
I agree with myself. Okay, I agree with myself.
Oh my god, it's actually the dumbest thing.
The Seahawks are a good team. Okay, I'm just saying they.
If Sammy D wins the Super Bowl, I'll
Might
never
not
live
have
it
it all.
down.
This is the most
Hayden will haunt
insane
me.
hate.
That's what Caleb is. That's what Caleb's saying right now. He's
If
grasping at straws.
If Drake May doesn't turn over the ball like he has the rest of the playoffs, they win this game.
What?
That's it. And that's my key to the game: not turning the ball over.
Oh, what biting! What
So
biting
if
commentary!
Drake May has 0
Don't turn the
turnovers, the,
ball
Patriots
over.
win.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Tune in for more.
100%.
Yes, 100%.
I'm telling you now, Drake May gets sacked 3 times, as I predicted before, and there's going to be like 6 punts this game by the Patriots. 6 punts.
I didn't say no punts. I said no turnovers by Drake May.
It doesn't matter. If you get stopped at the 20 and have to punt, you're basically turning the ball over.
Turnovers are very different than punts, and I will die on this hill.
They are different than punts. I don't know. Yeah, that's just common sense.
It's complicated. Then. If you fumble the ball and you're
Caleb is
20-yard
talking
line,
about the dumbest thing, but yeah, fumble and interceptions is way different from punting.
I think having a key to the game is very normal. Literally, if they don't,
Okay, we'll see. We'll see on Sunday,
Drake
baby.
May doesn't turn over like he's been turning over. They could do it.
They
I'm
could.
with them.
Underline that, everybody.
95% chance of victory, Patriots.
Drake May, 0 turnovers, 0 fumbles. Fucking Ramondre Stevenson, 5 fumbles.
Tim, who is that guy?
Stevenson? Oh,
Yeah.
he's the running back, my favorite running back for the Patriots.
Yes, let's go.
He has plus 3,000 odds to be the Super Bowl MVP, so I'm gonna put $5 on it.
Shit, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Yeah, that guy's not winning MVP, bro. You're just literally take $5 out of your pocket and set it on fire. I'm literally not joking. That guy is not winning MVP.
No, trust.
An offensive line member will win the MVP before that guy. I promise you.
Trust.
That's an insane take. That's an insane take.
It's not insane.
Dude, an offensive lineman cannot show off as much as an offensive skill player.
You want to bet? Give him the ball.
Yes.
No, there's no way an offensive lineman has ever won the Super Bowl MVP.
Oh, this is a fun fact. I'll look it up.
Let's
It's got to be
look
not
it
true.
up.
Yeah, there's no way.
Nope.
No offensive lineman has ever won the
What a
Super Bowl
surprise.
MVP award in NFL history.
Dominated by running backs, wide receivers, quarterbacks, and defensive players that
Defensive linemen, mostly. So it could go to an offensive lineman, theoretically.
No.
No,
Defensive lineman could get like interceptions or something. What the fuck?
What
is
if
offensive
What
lineman
if
can
Drake May
just not let him
fumbles
get
5
sacked?
times and the center recovers
Skip,
it 5
I'm
times?
done. I'm done. This is the dumbest ending ever. Talk about that. The Seahawks are fake with the fucking Patriots schedule. And they talk about offensive linemen getting Super Bowl MVP. Fake ass fucking episode. I'm done. Thanks everybody for tuning in. It's over. This is the end.
All right. As always, everybody, stay awesome.
Bye-bye.
Oh my God. Bye.